Morning and happy Friday. I am so glad to be here. I am so glad to be allowed the opportunity to come before you all, spreading some motivational energy, inspirational energy, empowering energy, kind of drop some jewels on you guys and spread the gift of wisdom and knowledge and everything that God is using me for in these moments. I don't take for granted these moments. I like to jump on them while I'm hot, on fire, and kind of give them to you as they are given to me. It's a gift, and I love to be the one who is able to share it with the world. So you're welcome. Anyway, good morning, and once again, happy Friday. It is your girl, Sakara Bay, motivational speaker and author, here with this week's Friday motivational message. And today I was just thinking about time, not so much time management, but thinking about seed time and harvest and giving ourselves a little time to grow. Not so much being anxious and kind of trying to, get everything done as quickly as possible. I want us to be able to learn to be patient with ourselves. I have been embedding that in my son because he has started a new journey recently in his life, and I said, you got to be patient. You got to be patient. I don't know, mom. I don't know. He getting all frustrated and aggravated, so I'm trying to embed patience into his brain, and I think it kind of rubbed off on him because it kind of backfired on me. I started getting aggravated and agitated. He's like, mom, I'm learning how to be patient. Weren't you just talking to me about learning how to be patient? What can I say? Because I am, trying to teach him the importance of patience. I was like, all right, you got me on that one. I couldn't even say anything back to him, but it has been surfacing in my life and in my mind. And I mean, that's how I get these things, because it's like a revelation to me. And I feel like if it's important, that it's something that is important anyway, but you never know who may need to hear a message on patience. Someone who is just anxious to see how what the end of the story is going to be, or how it's going to turn out in the end, and all of that kind of stuff. And I want us to just be patient with ourselves and not even worry about what the end of the story is going to look like. I have learned in my recent past that that living in the moment and just allowing myself to be present in the moment and enjoying the moment, how much value is in that, because I carry those moments with me and they help me so much when I learn how to just soak in a moment, especially if it's like a very enjoyable or pleasurable moment. If I had a long day and I want to enjoy a hot shower at the end of the day, and the enemy tries to rise up to attack my mind and make me think about things that I would rather not think about, or people that I'd rather not think about. And I'm getting better at redirecting my thoughts and putting them where I am. I'm like, I work hard, I deserve to enjoy this relaxing, nice, hot shower at the end of the day. And I allow myself to be present in those moments. When I crawl into my bed after a long day, I do not allow my mind and my thoughts to be attacked by negativity, because I work hard. I'm a good person. I help people along the way, and I deserve to be comfortable and have peace of mind when I get in my bed at night. So I wrap myself up in those moments, and I allow God to comfort me in those moments, because I deserve it. I deserve it. So allowing myself to be present in the moment has really taught me lesson after lesson, and I am continuing to learn how to allow myself to be present in each moment and not so much worried about what's going to happen in the future, and not worried about at all what happened in the past, because whatever happened in the past, I have no power or control to do anything about the things that happened in the past at all. And the enemy will try to rise up to attack our minds in multiple ways, and he will sneak into your thoughts while you're tired. In any moments of discouragement, it could be anything. And we have to learn how to take control over our thoughts and of our mind. But as far as being patient is concerned, I think that most times we let our patience get too far away from us, especially in this microwave society, as they call it, that we live in today. We want everything now, 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 now. We don't want to wait for fast food. We go to the drive-thru and we want to zip through the drive-thru in 5.2.5 seconds, and then we scarf down our food. We don't even take time out to sit down and enjoy our food because we are busy moving from one thing to another, to another, to another. I have allowed myself to sit down and enjoy a beautiful meal at least once a day, and sometimes I will sit in front of that meal anywhere from a half an hour to an hour, so I can enjoy it, and it can do whatever purpose that it serves, that for me, for my body. I drink a lot of water during the day, and I know it's necessary. And before, when I realized the importance of putting water into my body, I would kind of like throw it down my throat. And I take my time and drink my water today. I'm listening. I'm trying to implement patience in every area of my life. I'm like, maybe this water will do my body a little more justice if I just take my time and drink it. I don't want to get caught up in the ways of this world and living in a microwave society. Anything that is worth having is worth working for, it's worth fighting for, and it's worth waiting for. And we have to realize that everything is not going to happen overnight. And I believe that we will be way more happier people if we learn how to be more patient with our lives, with ourselves, with the people around us. We are all just human. We all fall short. We all need patience. Maybe you need to extend a little grace to someone else and be more patient with that person. Maybe they are not where you are in life. Everyone is not the same. Everyone does not think the same. We all come from different walks of life. We all don't understand each other unless we try to take the time out to understand each other. And maybe we can just sit back and relax and do whatever you was doing while that person get themselves together. Sometimes all it takes is a little patience. And when that person has gathered themselves or whatever, instead of us being forceful on them and cursing them out and why you not doing this or why are you doing that and all of that kind of stuff, then I don't know, maybe relationships would last longer. Maybe marriages would last longer. Maybe families will be better connected towards one another. Mothers and children. Mothers are falling out with their children, and fathers are falling out with their sons and aunties and nieces and nephews. And I can't even say if things are the way they were before. I don't know how things were before. I was born in 1980. I don't even know what happened in 1980. And all I can do is look up the history of families, the way that families were before my time. So I don't know. I can't. Some people say we need to get back to a time. I don't know what that time was or what was happening in that time. I know as human beings, we all suffer through evil times and human beings treating other human beings in ways that we should just not treat each other, and things happening that are this should not be happening amongst human beings. So I think we should get down to humanity and humility and just treat one another how we ought to be treated and how we want to be treated. So there's just not enough of that going around. We don't treat each other. We treat each other in a way that we would not appreciate it be us being treated. If we get that treatment back in return, we would be pissed. And oftentimes we are pissed, and we study do things to each other. We're study doing things to each other anyway that we just would not appreciate having it done back to us. So how about we rid this world of that and find a little humility in our hearts and begin to love each other even more. I heard my daughter having a conversation on the phone with her best friend last night. And I heard her best friend saying, people hurt people, people hurt people. That's just the way it is. And that may be true, but people love people as well. And what we put our energy and focus on, and I'm going to have a conversation with my daughter about some of the things that she talks about with her best friend or other people, because she's 16 and I know her mind is very impressionable. But I don't want my children to focus on the negative things in life, because I don't want negativity to be drawn towards them. I want them to know that there is a lot of love in this world, and we all can get a message from that. We all can get a message from just knowing that there is plenty of love out here in this world, instead of focusing on the negative things of this world. We can start lifting up some positive energy and radiating some positive energy and drawing some positive energy towards ourselves. So where our focus goes, that's where the energy grows. And I don't think we give enough light to that. And when I get a chance to talk to my daughter's best friend, I'm going to drop some of these nuggets, golden nuggets, on her as well, because we all know the things. I'm not saying be naive to the evils of the world or the things that are going on in this world. I know that from my personal experience, I make the world around me what I want it to be, and I choose not to focus on the negativity and the evil and the hatred that's going on in this world. And not most of the time, I am surrounded by people who treat me well, even opposed to the way that I lived before in the past. I didn't even know this side exist. I didn't know that so many people could be nice to me, and that is the people that I associate myself with on the regular basis. And that's what I draw onto myself. I draw love and humanity and humility. I talk to people that are nice to me. People come to me and just are nice to me. People say really beautiful things to me on the regular basis, and it makes me feel really, really good. And that's not to negate the fact that there are things going on out here in this world that are totally beyond my control. I know exactly who not to talk to if I don't want to have a good day. I know exactly who to talk to ruin my day. And those are the people that I choose to disassociate myself with. So a lot of times we go directly towards the people that that we know are not going to serve us much good, and we oftentimes do it to ourselves. So when are we going to begin to transmute that negative energy into positive energy? And everything is a process. I wanted to talk about giving ourselves some time, basically, like I said, seed time and harvest, and learning how to be patient with ourselves, because it is the end of the year. We are embarking on a whole new journey. We are walking into a whole new year. That's why I try to voice the importance of not setting New Year's resolutions on New Year's, because I don't want us to not be willing to follow through with our New Year's resolution. I want you to be all geeked up about that thing. Like, this is what we doing. This is what's happening. This is what I want to do. I am making a sound choice in my mind and my body that I am going to follow through with these things. And I want us to be able to train our minds and our bodies to be committed to a certain thing. So recently, even with my fitness journey, I see the difference in my body now than, say, maybe 6 months ago, when certain things or certain movements or maneuvering into certain positions would completely exhaust me. It would like zap out my day. I wouldn't feel like doing anything else, and now I'm training my body to do what I tell it to do. And these things take time. This is why I talk to you about the importance of these things. Training my body to do what I tell it to do. I'm training my mind to do what I tell it to do. These things are becoming much easier for me. They are beneficial to me. They are serving much purpose in my life. And I am getting in the habit of allowing myself time and patience to see the results of the seeds that I am planting. So you will not reap the fruit if you don't plant the seeds. So we are waiting for these miraculous things to happen for us in our life, but you have not put anything in the ground. You have not done anything. It takes more than just talking about it, telling your neighbor, telling your friend, telling whoever, and saying, what you want to do. Is good to talk about those things and talk about your hopes and your dreams and the things that you want to do with your life. You should do more than just talk about it. You should write it down. You should take action on it. You should begin to take steps to do it and all those kind of things. And if you don't see the results of the things that you seek to reap great fruit from, if you don't see those results instantly, I'm telling you that a little bit of patience will do you great justice. Because the more time that I let go by and the less that I allow myself to be anxious in those moments, I'm like, calm down, everything gonna be all right. I'm not gonna worry myself. I'm not gonna stress myself. And I talk positively over myself. I ain't out here busting nobody upside their head. I had to tell my son that the other day, like, you ain't out here robbing nobody or, doing nothing you don't have no business doing. Like, it's fine. Like, you're going to reap the harvest for the seeds that you have planted, and you are planting some good seeds, and you're going to reap good fruit from the things that you do. And very proud of them for the decisions, all of my children. I'm so very proud of them for the decisions that they make regarding their lives on the regular basis. They exceeded me by far. And I am so grateful that my children don't have to suffer through the things that I had to suffer through in my life. But as long as we give ourselves that time that is totally necessary for us to begin to manifest those things that we have talked about, that we have taken action on. I'm telling you, a phone call, an email, or whatever. We have to do something, going out and taking a walk around the block, or jumping down on the floor and doing some push-ups and all of that kind of stuff. You want to get stronger. You want to get wiser. We want to create I want to create generational wealth for my children. So many things that we desire to do, and it's going to take action. Faith without works is dead. We have to do something about it. We have to plant those seeds. We have to work hard for the things that we want, and we have to give it some time. And the history of success, for as far as back that it can go, no one has gained great success over their lives without working hard, giving it some time for to see to reap the benefits of their hard labor, and just being patient with ourselves. So just give yourself some time. That's all I wanted to talk to you guys about today, because I had to even in the past few weeks, I had to just give myself a lot of time to rest, relax, regroup, educate myself. And I'm still doing the things that I have been doing, but I gave myself a lot of time, and I asked God to reveal to me the things that He want me to do. And I didn't get an answer instantly in those moments when I am praying over my life, but I just left it alone and I just waited, and slowly but surely so many different things are being revealed to me, and I'm like, wow. I'm so glad that I'm giving myself that time and that patience and that rest. And God placed in my heart just recently, He like, you've been working hard. You've been working hard. So you can sit here and regroup and just take a few moments to get yourself together. Like, you're only human. So God placed it in my heart that it was okay for me to kind of gather myself and just give myself some time to regroup. And that is what I have been doing even in the past most recent weeks. It might not seem like it because I'm always Miss Busy Bee and doing a whole lot of things, but I have been pouring into myself probably more so in the past recent weeks than I have ever before, because I know I needed that time. I needed that space. I'm not trying to snap and, go crazy and my mind all over the place, and I'm worried about too many different things at one time and all of that kind of stuff. I am only human. I am only one person, and I can only do one thing at a time. And that is the reality of it. And on top of that, if you are steady giving of yourself, people will think that you are some kind of human. They could just come in and get from you anytime they want to. Like, you cannot just come and make withdrawals. I'm not a human ATM where I can just withdraw. So now I am getting into the habit of associating myself around people who don't only want to withdraw from me. People pour into me tremendously as well, and I like that. I can't just be around people who are just constantly taking. And even if it's not materialistic, my kids, like, I ain't gonna hold you, like, y'all gonna get out my face. I'm not giving you nothing at this moment. I'll be here cussing these kids out because, for real, like, nobody. And whether it just be a ride, I want to go to the movies with my friends, can you put some money in my bank account, and all that kind of stuff. And not only just my kids, but anybody. And if you think you're going to continue to just take away from me, and I know that I need to be poured into, I don't look for outside sources. Number one, no is a complete sentence, and I come to realize that. That's all I say is no. And I don't even have to explain myself. You look at me and you want to know why I said no. I'm not telling you why I said no, because no is just no. And I have to pour into myself. So whether I'm associating myself with people that pour into me, or I am just taking time out to pour into myself, I make sure I'm going to get it either way. So I do have like an amazing group of people that I surround myself with on a regular basis that help me, that I can laugh with like every single day. I'm so grateful for. Listen, shout out to y'all. I know that y'all watch my videos, most of you guys, on a regular basis. I appreciate your presence in my life, the people that I can just kick back, laugh with, act stupid, and all that kind of stuff. I look forward to seeing these people on the regular basis, and these are things that I do for myself because I don't want to be overwhelmed with life. And when I am pouring to myself in those type of ways, then it's not hard for me to come before you and deliver messages from my heart. Sometimes I just come from my heart so much when I am delivering these messages, whether it be in person, if I am outside doing in-person messages or public speaking, or if I'm doing virtual messages. And sometimes when I hit the stop button or start record, or if I'm saying my last goodbyes, if I'm out and getting back into my car, I feel so drained because I feel like I poured so much of myself into this. And I never question myself who's going to get value from the messages that I deliver, because I trust and believe in my heart that those who are meant to receive from the messages that I deliver are going to receive. I just trust wholeheartedly that the messages will reach who they are meant to reach. I am wise enough to know that I cannot help everybody. Some people don't want to be helped. Like, some people just don't want to be helped. So I'm not going to wreck my brain or stress myself out. Like, didn't I just talk to you? Like, you came to me with a situation. I took my time out to talk to you, and now you coming back to me with the same situation, or you're still going through the same thing. Listen, whatever floats your boat. If, like what they say, if you like it, I love it. I'm not going to stress myself out about whether people are taking these messages and utilizing them in the way that will be beneficial to their lives. But I do feel drained. Like, sometimes I feel like emotionally drained, like that I'm pouring everything so much into it. So I have to rejuvenate. I have to replenish myself. I have to pour back into myself, whether it is nurturing my body in whatever kind of way. That's why I just take time out to do those things, so much so on a regular basis. And I know that I'm already reaping great fruits and great benefits from the things that I do on a regular basis. And even the few people that walk up to me and express, I mean, that people have walking up to me out on the street, out in public, and said that they stopped attempting suicide since they began watching my videos on YouTube. And it just, if one person walked up to me and said that, I was like, listen, my job is done. Somebody walked up to me and said, I tried to attempt suicide 3 times. And then I was looking up motivational speakers on YouTube, and I subscribed to your channel. And since I've been watching your motivational videos, I stopped attempting to commit suicide. I was like, my job is done. My job is done. And I have always said that if I can just reach one person, I mean, that just brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, stop. Like, you are going to make me cry, and I hate to cry. And it's just things like that that makes me feel like my work is not being going in vain. I know everyone is not going to express to me verbally the impact that my messages probably have made in their lives, and that's fine, because I am not seeking that type of gratification. You don't have to ever tell me. That mean I'm not, that does not mean I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing, because I believe there is much purpose behind the things that I do on the regular basis. And I'm grateful that God chose me for this journey, but I'm still giving myself time. I'm giving myself time to grow. I mean, I'm like, how am I so new with this journey? And I have progressed so much even in this past recent time. I have 4 books published on Amazon. I have over 700 subscribers on YouTube, over 1,400 videos on YouTube. Thousands of people all across the world tune into my videos on the regular basis. My views are going up by the second on my social media platforms. It is blowing my mind how fast I'm growing. And in all reality, I am fairly new. So when I try to be impatient with myself, I'm like, girl, sit down. Like, you just started. Like, you haven't even been doing it that long. And look how much progress you have made within maybe the past year. So I do believe that it is a calling from God, but I try to implement patience in my life on the regular basis. And even if some time goes past and I don't see anything happening, any changes being made or anything like that, I'm like, it's okay. I continue to do the work. I don't stop doing the work just because I don't see anything happening. And I appreciate those times where I push myself and continue to do the work even when I'm tired and all of that kind of stuff, because I mean, it surfaces in one way or another. Like, didn't you just do a message on this? Or even if I take time out to be patient and allow someone to talk to me about something that's going on in their life, and I can use someone else's testimony to help someone else. So I just use patience in every area of my life, and it benefits me in so many ways. Even if I want to walk away from a conversation, or I just don't feel like it, or I don't have time, or if I'm at work, and I'm like, and I always tell myself there's purpose in this. I believe there's purpose in everything, and I look for purpose in everything. Like, God has me sitting here talking to this person for a reason. So I allow myself to be patient in every area of my life. Sometimes, I think. Anyway, listen, I'll be trying. I'm human just like y'all are. I'm human. These are things that I'm working on. I am not a perfect being. Listen, I try it. I try it and it works. And the things that work, I continue to do. Like, I don't do the things that don't work. I want to continue to do the things that do work. And that's wisdom. That's wisdom when you learn from the things, the mistakes that you've made in your past, and you don't do the things that don't work, and you continue to do the things that do work. So when you know better, you do better. And that is where I am at today. So that is my message on patience. I'm going to wrap this message up with that. And I hope that someone got something out of that, even if you're feeling antsy today, or you just feel like I've been working hard and I'm tired and I'm waiting for something to happen. And I mean, you don't want to go too long without seeing the results that you want to see. Sometimes we may have to change directions, or try something new, or be creative, or whatever we have to do to begin to, number one, look for joy and peace and happiness with what you are doing. You want to be engaged in the labor of love. And what I do on a regular basis, even as far as me delivering motivational messages, it brings me great joy. This is what the labor of love looks like. So I have to be creative. A lot of times I have to try different angles, reach out to different people, laugh a little bit, and whatever that I have to do to get be effective in delivering a message where it's going to be helpful to everybody. But I learn how to be patient with myself on a regular basis. So do what you got to do. That's it. Do what you have to do and allow yourself to be patient with yourself. If you have to give yourself time, I'm not saying be complacent or get lazy or turn on the young and the restless and all that kind of stuff. But if you have to give yourself some time to just think about your life and just give yourself a couple minutes to sit still. I think that in this microwave society, everyone is so busy, and sometimes we busy doing nothing. Like how much we have to look at the value of the things that we are so-called busy doing. Is that important, or where on the priority list are you putting those things? How beneficial is it to you? A lot of times we say we don't have time to focus on our mental health and on our physical health and whatever, our peace or our joy or happiness, the things that money cannot buy. And we are so busy hammering the things that money can buy, and I gotta get this couple of dollars and keep this money in my pocket and my bills to keep my bills. But we all have to keep our bills paid, but some of us got more money than we have peace. So when you snap and lose your mind, who gonna pay the bills then? A lot of people are in the grave or in the hospital. They sick in their bodies, they're sick in their minds, and they not even here no more because they didn't have time to focus on peace or mental health or physical health. The things that are really important. So I don't know. I don't know where you at with it right now in your life. But at this moment in my life, I'm kind of tweaking my life where I can prioritize the things that are most important to me. The money is going to come. I add great value to the marketplace. I have skills. I could go out here and make money any day with a job or without a job. Making money for me is the easy part, but I don't want to do it and not have peace in my mind. I don't want to do it and get up and my knees are aching and my back is aching and I can't get my mind together, or I got to take a bunch of pills before I get out the bed, and I just don't have myself together, period. I don't want to be that person. So I prioritize the first things first. I prioritize praying and meditating and doing things that's going to add to my physical health and all of those kind of things. And then I can go out here and make some money. Then I can answer the phone call, and then I can talk to my boy, whatever I got to do to keep the couple dollars in my pocket and keep my bills paid and keep my kids out my face or whatever. Everything is going to get done in an orderly fashion. And you know what? Sometimes some stuff don't get done. And I'm okay with that too. If it don't get done, it don't get done. I mean, by all means, I ain't going to sit up here and let the lights get cut off. But if certain things don't get done, I try not to overwhelm myself with anything. And some things just don't make the cut. It don't fit into my life. Probably just not at the moment. So I give myself time. I'm telling you, patience, time and patience. Sometimes it takes me a month to get around to some things, to certain things. And I'm like, okay. And I give myself grace because I'm one person. I'm only one person, and everything just ain't going to get done. And the things that I choose to get done, I'm going to prioritize my mental health and my physical health. I may not prioritize some people or some other things, but I'm going to always be at the top of the list. I was not always that way, but today I am, and it helps me. It benefits me for me to prioritize myself on the regular basis. So that's what I'm doing. That is what I am continuing to do in my life right now. I don't know how that resonates with you, but when I mold my life into what I want it to be and prioritize the things that are important to me, that works out for me. People will come to me and tell me what's important to them. I got to talk to you about something that's important. That's important to who? You're important and my important is two different importance. I'll talk to you or try to help you out with whatever your issue is the best way that I can, but I hate when people say it's important. It ain't important, just that's you're important. Stop trying to make you important my important. So, and I'm not trying to sound rude or anything like that, but you're not gonna make my important you're important, so why should I make you? All right, whatever. So people will do that. They will do that to you until they can't do it no more. And then, say you answer the call or respond back to the text or whatever, and I'm like, you hit me up for this, talking about something that's important. It's not even important. Please get off my phone. And I had to learn how to prioritize myself, and that's what I do. Sometimes I won't get back to you till tomorrow, even when you say that it's important, because I am doing what's important to me. And the things that are important to me benefit me a lot on a regular basis, and that's important. Sometimes we're doing things that ain't really important, and not trying to minimize the things that some of us are doing on a regular basis. But even when you look at it yourself, I don't have to tell you that some of the things that you do on a regular basis are not important. You know that you could probably be doing some more important things that are going to be more beneficial to your life than the things that you probably have been doing. But I don't know. We grown people out here. We grown, so we gotta do what we have to do, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing things that is going to benefit me and benefit the lives of my children. They are more important to me in this world than anything or anybody. And if it's not adding value to our lives, to the life of my children, or to my life in any kind of way, then I am not going to put it on my priority list at all. So that's it. We talking about patience today, y'all. Give yourself some time. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself some time to learn. Give yourself some time to grow. Do the things that you have to do for yourself. You're not going to see it if you don't start. You have to start. You have to do something. Think about where your life is right now and where you want it to be. What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your life? And begin to gravitate towards those things. I want good health. I want whatever those things that you know that you have been putting on the back burner and been sitting back there on that back burner for way too long. You ain't even turned the fire on. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there rotting. Right, you ain't cooking it or nothing. It's just sitting there. Take that thing off the back burner, put it on the front burner, and marinate that puppy until it's done. Do what you gotta do for yourself, because if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. It's just not gonna get done. And who wants to be that person? We don't want to leave our lives undone. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people leave their lives undone. Some people are okay with that. And that, to each his own. Some people are okay with just leaving their lives the way that it is. And if that is what works for you, then by all means, be great. But I want to get much fulfillment out of my life. I want to get much joy and fulfillment. I want to be happy. I don't want to feel empty. I don't want to feel like something is missing. I don't want to feel like I could have done a better job. I don't want to feel like I left something undone or anything like that. So I'm going to do whatever I can do in my power. Whatever is outside of my power, if I can't do it, then I just accept the fact that I can't do it. But if I can do it, by all means, I'm going to do it. So that's what I encourage you to do for yourselves today as well. So time and patience, that's what we're doing today. It's almost New Year's. Like, seriously, it is almost a whole new year. 2024 will be here before we know it. I want us to start thinking about our lives, looking back on 2023, what happened in that year, what I want to happen in the forthcoming year, what I need to do for things to happen the way that I want and need for them to happen. What steps do I need to take? What people do I need to call? What do I need to do for myself? What do I need to begin to do in this moment that is going to have major benefits on my life in the future? Help yourself today. You've been so busy helping everybody else. Do something to help yourself. So that's my message on time and patience today. So before I get out of here, really quickly, let me shout out my YouTube channel. Thank you all so much. If you have already subscribed to True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube, my heart thanks you. I am so grateful. I don't even know how I got 700 subscribers on YouTube. That is like mind-blowing to me, but I am so very grateful for my 700 subscribers. My books are available. That is True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. My books are available and on sale on Amazon. You can get your Kindle version. You can get your paperback version. Get it mailed right to your front door. You know, if Amazon don't do nothing, they're going to deliver right to your front door. So that is True Value Knowing Your Worth. That is my first book. Walk in Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasures. Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness, and Religiously. And that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religion. You could go to Amazon and look up my first and last name. You can Google all of those titles and it will give you a link that will take you directly to those books. But you can look up my author page, read a little bit about me, read a couple pages out of my book, see if it's something that you would be interested in purchasing. Don't deny yourself. Don't deny yourself. Even if you feel like it is not for you, it may be good for someone else. So that is my time for today. I know I went a little bit over, but I ask God to use me in these moments, and I allow myself to be obedient. and being used by God. So I am grateful for that. Thank you all very much for tuning in to this video. I want you to enjoy your weekend. Do something for yourself on this weekend. And that's all the time. And I'm not just talking about go out here and buy yourself something or pop bottles. I mean, you could do all that kind of stuff, whatever you do to enjoy yourself or have fun or wherever. But do yourself a favor this weekend. Do something that is going to have a lasting effect on your life. Do something for your mental health. Do something for your physical health. Nurture yourself. I don't know, soak in the hot tub. Treat yourself to a movie. Go get a massage. Do something that you're going to remember and that you are going to appreciate that you took time out to do for yourself. Talk to someone that you haven't talked to that you dearly love and tell them that you love them. Hug somebody today. Smile at somebody today. Pay somebody a compliment today. Say something nice for somebody today. Give to someone today. Buy somebody a meal when you at the fast food restaurant. Pay for somebody's meal today. Be charitable. It's going to bless your heart. When we are charitable, there is nothing wrong with the gift of giving. You see somebody less fortunate, give to them, which reminds me, if you have not yet a Heart to Give, my nonprofit organization, I open up myself to giving every year in this manner. A lot of you are probably already used to it. I am now accepting donations for my holiday drive. You can cash at me. That is $ my first and last name, Sakara Bay. Look for the yellow and black logo. Please give in this season of giving. All proceeds will go directly to me. I make gift baskets, and I am always at the resource centers and homeless shelters in my area, and I love walking in there with gifts during holiday season and the smiles on their faces, just to let them know that they are not forgotten about. A lot of those people sleep out on the streets on the regular basis. They sleep out in the elements, whether it's hot, it's cold, it's raining, it's snowing, and all of those kind of things. And I just want to let people know that just because you have fallen short and made mistakes, that's all of us. We fall short and we make mistakes. That don't mean that you are forgotten about, especially in these seasons of giving. So while we are gathering around the table with our family and exchanging gifts and all of those kind of things, let us remember those who are less fortunate. So give, give, give. My heart is called A Heart to Give. That is my nonprofit organization that I have been operating for years now. Wow, I don't even know how many years I've been doing it, but it was before I even moved to Delaware. I did it when I was in Philly. I went and visit the men and women's homeless shelters on Mother's Day and Father's Day, Christmas, even Valentine's Day. I remember one year I made Valentine's Day baskets for the women in the homeless shelters. My children do it with me. I remember my mother doing it with me one year. So that just goes to show I've been doing it for a while, and I will continue to do it. But this year I am looking to exceed any previous years of giving and receiving donations and being able, hopefully, you know, depending on you guys, I'll be able to visit multiple organizations. Oftentimes I get enough donations to visit one homeless shelter. Maybe through your giving and through your kind hearts, I will be able to visit more than one homeless shelter this year. So I am opening my organization up to receive gifts of any size, whether it's $1, $2, $5, whatever you have in your heart to give. That is my first name, $Sakara, SAKARAH. My last name is in all caps. That is BEY, $Sakara Bay. Look for the yellow and black logo, and you can specify that you are cash apping me for my Christmas holiday giveaway. Thank you in advance. Thank you very much. God bless you. In the meantime, y'all go out here and enjoy this Friday. I don't care. It's getting chilly. We're going to roll with it. Grab yourself an extra jacket. Bundle up. Enjoy the weather. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy each moment. I don't care if you're stuck in traffic. Enjoy. You might be stuck in traffic for a reason. Take time out to take a couple deep breaths and gather your thoughts and be where you are in that moment. Take care of yourself mentally today. You will be so glad that you did. In the meantime, God bless you and I love you.